So came in assuming that we'd kind of clean up the Signal story because I think a lot of us thought it was in some ways fading after the president on Tuesday said all was forgiven with the National Security Advisor. The National Security Advisor said that he didn't know Jeffrey Goldberg, and the intelligence community said it was okay to use Signal. Okay, so let's put one up. Again, this question will be, was this an appropriate conversation to have on Signal? Here is the National Security Advisor saying building collapsed, had multiple positive ID, and praises his colleagues. So that seems to me not classified in terms of the actual information, but in the context of the timing, it's not something that you would want our enemies to see, I would say. Dan, what do you think of that one? And Paul, you'll put up more as you have them. Dan, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if those people that he references are colleagues or targets. That was not clear to me. Look, going into this morning, what I was going to say is the question is, was there classified info, and was Signal approved for such information? That neither the CIA nor the Defense Department have spoken on that specific point. And
on which point?
Yeah, the CIA did.
The CIA did not say if classified information, I thought, could travel on Signal. They said people could use it, but they did not say that's. I believe. So
here's another one. We don't know what the Pentagon, at least I don't know what the Pentagon's policy is. They seem to not be as favorable towards using Signal as the White House is, and as the Pentagon and as the intelligence community is, including the CIA. Now, here's one from Hegseth. CENTCOM is on point. Great job, all. More strikes ongoing for hours tonight, and we'll provide full initial report tomorrow, but on time, on target, and good rated so far. I will say that if this is as far as it goes, I think the White House will escape this. This is not a battle plan. Okay. All right, Sean, what do you think of this one? This one okay for you?
Battle. I mean, that's not even a battle. That's not even a battle damage assessment. That's literally, hey, good job, kudos, bravo, Zulu.
Okay, let's keep going. Susie Wiles says kudos one, all good. No one's going to object to
up.
Emojis. Go up. Okay.
Yeah, wait. 2 prayer hands. If you have 2 prayer hands and a muscle, oh God,
Paul,
look at that.
Paul, let's
2
let's
flags.
Go up.
When they're together, that's a problem.
Go up. Sean's sarcasm notwithstanding. Let's go up.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh wait, they did a great job. Oh God.
Okay. So far it's okay. So far it's okay.
And then some ads.
No, keep going.
Okay. All right. Well, that one, go down. That one's not great. Go down.
No.
Okay. Top missile, their first target, their top missile guy. We had positive ID of him walking into his girlfriend's building, and now it's collapsed.
Sean, so now, if that guy is not dead, he knows he's a target, and he knows who they're going after.
Sean, you okay with that?
Right now, nothing. I mean, I don't see anything.
I'm asking a question.
No,
Are you
I don't.
Comfortable with that being on Signal?
Yes, I'm fine.
Fine. Okay, keep going up.
So that is where I'm not sure if those people are colleagues or references to who they're going after.
No, those are colleagues.
I didn't know who Kurilla is.
Those are kudos.
All right.
Kurilla, I see. Amazing job.
Is that the whole thing?
No. The target stuff is up about what they're doing with specific weaponry and timing. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, stop right here.
And then there's
Sean, yeah, more up or down, Dan?
Up. I believe it's up again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going up. Go up to where this part starts.
Yeah,
right,
there is the team update. Yeah, this is where it starts.
Okay, keep going. So he says we're go for mission. So he's announcing on Signal that the mission's on.
Yep.
Wouldn't want our enemies to know that. He's saying F-18s are launching, saying what we're using.
And again, Steve Witkoff was in the Kremlin Russia.
The White House said this morning he was on a secure phone.
They did not.
Hold on. Stop. They did. They said he was on a secure phone. They said one phone with him, and it was a secure phone provided by the government in Russia.
They didn't. I mean, all I'm saying, Mark, is they did not say, and he was using it for this exchange.
He says the only phone he had, Dan.
Well.
Okay. So, Sean, what do you think of this? This seems to me to be inappropriate to put on Signal.
So again, let's go back to the premise of this, which is if you go to the Radcliffe testimony from yesterday, where he is saying that it was installed and allowed, then it's so this is this is like, if this were on the high side, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The point is, if the system is authorized to use it, which is what Radcliffe said yesterday in front of the Senate IC,
he said it was authorized to use it. I've talked, forget what Radcliffe said, because he wasn't as specific. My reporting with someone who understands this intelligence community's position, not the White House and not the Pentagon, is you can use it to set up meetings, to share clips for non-sensitive information. That's the policy, as I understand it, of the intelligence community. This is, and we don't know what the Pentagon policy is, but I'd be hard pressed to believe the Pentagon policy was loose enough to allow for this.
So generally,
how could defend this being on Signal?
Right. So
put it back up, Paul. Put it back up, please.
Is the future is what the problem is. So past battle damage assessments, right? That's what's happened in the past. If you're putting out what's happening in the future, strike zones on target. Okay, so you're still not telling anyone where they are. You're just...
Sean, this is when the first bombs will definitely drop. That's the future.
Right. No, that's what I said. If you're talking about the future, that's where you get problematic, because you're going into a future strike, right? We just like, you don't talk about.
So I'll say again, if Susan Rice or Tony Blinken or Jake Sullivan was on Signal talking to administration colleagues about an ongoing operation and what's going to happen next on Signal, what would your posture be?
I'd ask the same questions. Was it authorized? Were they able to do it? And then secondly, look, I mean, let's just be honest though. Strike zones on target. Okay, that tells you nothing about the location or where they're going. Is it helpful to know that something's coming? Sure. But if you don't know where it's going to happen, that's the real sensitive part.
Okay. So Pete Hegseth could say, as Secretary of Defense, I'm declassifying this. So it's not classified, so he can't be indicted. But you think it's a good idea for this stuff to be shared on Signal? Just a matter of policy and practice.
So like I said, I don't think it's ever good to tell someone what you're doing in the future, ever. Like, we don't discuss ship movements for all those kind of reasons, right? You never want but when you look at the context of this, strike drones on target, okay, if you don't know where the target is it good? No. Is it horrible? No. This doesn't tell you anything except for strike drones.
It tells our enemies we were using sea-based Tomahawks.
Hold on a second. And there's another thing here. There is an enemy, sworn enemy of the United States in Iran that backs the Houthis. If they had hacked Signal, okay, nobody has come out and said it is permitted for classified sensitive information. The fact that we are 48
to the contrary,
hold on, we are 48 hours out. I worked for a Clinton, right? Sean, you worked in Washington. You know words matter. There is no way the counsel's office is sitting around like, oh, do I need to put that out? I was unaware that this needs to be. The silence is deafening. If the Iranians knew that the group chat name is Houthi, whatever it is, text chain, all right? So it doesn't take an Einstein to figure out who the target is. If the Iranians hacked the phones, they could tip off the leaders of the Houthis, who whatever could go to a stronger hut to try to take cover. So to say that this doesn't matter is absurd. And if a Democrat did this, there would literally be calls for treason.